Let's get all the burps out of me so that I don't have to do it in the video. Well, it's been a great year. I mean, on YouTube it's been kind of god-awful, and in the world in general I guess it's been a little bit better than 2016 was, but for me personally, it's been a great year. So welcome to what I guess is just a tradition now. I did one of these last year and I did one the year before. The first one was just me saying what I thought would happen next year. And then what I did last year was me watching back that video and seeing if any of those predictions came true. So I'm gonna listen to the video that I made last year, in which I listened to the video that I made the year before, and we'll see if things turned out the way I thought they would at the end of last year. But first, it's Christmas, which means you gotta have my advent calendar because it's Christmas time. Where's 15? Where are you? There you are. Haha. Yeah. How do you open them? Ah, there we go. Oh, whoops. Let it snow. Yeah. Let it snow. It's raining. What is it? Is it this? Is it this thing? Yum. Right, so let's get on with this. Right, well, let's get on with this because it's over 40 minutes, and I'm obviously going to cut some bits out, but let's get going either way. Hey guys, MP Carlson here, and welcome back to another Weekly Cycle podcast. But there's a difference this time in that I'm actually indoors for this one because it's winter now and it's very cold outside. It is. My voice is going to be horrible. I'm dreading it. Okay, here we go.
Hello everyone.
Oh no, that's horrible. I've just gone used to it now. Why did people enjoy this video? It's horrible. Well, I suppose I'm going to probably say the same next year when I listen to this, and I was like, oh, my voice was horrible back then. Yeah, no, not really. My voice kind of sounds the same as it did at the end of last year. I mean, it might sound a little different in this video because I've got a bit of a cold, but you can barely tell. But at the end of last year, like, that's pretty much the same. This year hasn't really changed me all that much.
Oh, it's all over now, and you get that weird feeling that's like... Yeah, yep. What is it like? It's like
nostalgia mixed with grief. Yeah, there we go. See, I always remember saying that. I don't know why. Yeah, this year it's kind of a bit more of a casual Christmas. It's more like, yeah, when you think about Christmas, it's like, yeah, good, I'm great in the Christmas spirit. But it's very easy to just kind of step out of the Christmas spirit for a bit and just kind of go along as normal, and then you can go back into it later. It's not like once you're in, you're in. It's just a very kind of passive kind of Christmas that you can dip in and out of as you please. It's weird.
The 1K sub special Mash Bandicoot is going to be coming on New Year's Day.
Yep, I did that.
I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are excited for that too. It's been so much fun making that.
It really was.
Probably more fun than any other video I've made on this channel.
Man, it's been so long since Mash Bandicoot. People still talk about it, obviously, because it's one of their favourite videos. And it's still one of my favourite videos, if not my favourite video I've ever made, but God, that was a long time ago. That's nearly 2 years ago. How crazy is that?
I uploaded that piece of music a couple months ago, the Intermission one, and I did that Undertale remix.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of the first one, the one that I actually properly...
It's weird, like listening back and hearing what I was working on and what I'd like recently worked on at the time of recording this, because I do remember all the videos I made, but like it seems kind of weird. It's like going back in time. I mean, I guess that's the point of this video. Most of what I've been doing is like remixes of other people's songs. Hopefully, I'll be able to actually write my own songs over the course of next. Anyway, I'll talk. Oh! That was a promise I fulfilled because I made the Dust song, didn't I? The I Hate Everything song. That was a song I wrote myself. It wasn't like an already made tune. I wrote that one myself, so I guess I fulfilled that promise. That's good. I wrote my own song.
I really want to do that Jacksepticeye animation that I talked about.
Yeah, still haven't done that. Yeah, I guess I should talk about that. I pretty much decided to cancel that idea, the Jacksepticeye animation. I'm not going to do that. I guess mainly because, well, I had the idea so long ago, and it's kind of just I've lost all interest in it. But also because it's not like it's something that really lends itself to animation. I mean, the specific Jacksepticeye video that I chose, It wasn't one that like I thought, hey, this would be perfect to be animated. It's just kind of one I chose at random because I liked it. And like going back and looking at like stuff I had prepared for it, and it just doesn't really feel like that would be a worthwhile investment of my time. And also, it kind of, it was probably going to come across to some people as that I'm trying to make an animation of a big YouTuber so that they'll notice me or something like that. Which, you know, obviously was never my intention, but I don't want to spark that flame or anything like that. Spark that flame. Is that even the phrase? I guess for next year, what I do definitely want to do is more animation. And I know specifically what to do. I think I'm going to try and focus on shorter animations and not like some kind of big project. But in fact, I suppose that will go for all videos in general next year. I'm going to try and limit the amount of like big projects I want to work on because they take ages. And I pretty much only really had 2 or 3 this year. And I did manage to get them all done, but it was, you know, it was a lot of time invested in them. And I feel like I think it would probably work better if I just worked on shorter videos and then just, you know, did them more often. Which kind of completely goes against what I said last year or a couple of years ago, where I said, I'm not going to work on short videos, I'm going to try and work on big projects. And I've completely changed my mind on that. But yeah, I'm going to try and do some more animation. You saw some of the animation I did in Spyro Roasts. I did a little bit of animation in that, in the Misadventures of Dingodile. I mean, that was kind of like really not very good animation. It was pretty rushed because I was kind of rushing that video near the end anyway, and those were some of the last things I did. But I will try and do some, you know, just short, silly animations. If I just have an idea for like a short animation, then I'll probably go ahead with it because I've got all the resources now, and I've got the motivation, and I can make animations. And I guess I just haven't been because I've been working on other things too.
I will do the Chunky Mark animation sometime, but I really want to do the Jacksepticeye.
Oh, yeah. I'd completely forgotten about that. Oh, yeah, because I had so many good ideas for that.
Yeah, okay, that might be an exception because I do still actually really want to do that Chunky Mark animation. I don't know. I don't know if that will be next year, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do one. I mean, I did the Chunky Mark YTP this year. The what was it called? Liverpool is not my city. That's Chunky Mark, and one of his other videos, I don't remember which one it was in particular, but I thought this is perfect for animation, and that's why I think that would work much better than the Jacksepticeye video, because that particular video that I chose, I don't think it would lend itself very well to animation. It would kind of just be him walking around and talking, and it's not very interesting animated. You might as well just watch the video. I mean, there have been a couple other Jacksepticeye videos that I watched, and I thought this would lend itself well to an animation, but you know, it's not something that I really want to devote much time to myself. I'd rather work on something like the Chunky Mark animation or shorter animations.
I'm actually going to get a load of plasticine for Christmas because I asked for it so that I can.
Oh yeah, I did, and I still got it. I made a cow, in fact. I think I showed it in one.
Oh, the cow! Yeah, here's the cow.
I'd made out of plasticine. Because one of the videos includes a cow.
I might as well say this was actually going to be for the Jacksepticeye animation. It was going to have some plasticine cows in it for some reason. But I guess since I've cancelled that, I'm not going to use this cow anymore. It's a pretty poorly made cow anyway. It's very cubish. Cubish? Is that a word? It's very cubular.
I may start working on the gameplay videos.
Oh... And I still haven't done that either.
I had
something I really do want to start. I mean, like the Jacksepticeye animation. That's something that like I'd only just thought about a moment ago when I was talking about it last year.
Wait, so I didn't do any gameplay videos in 2016? It wasn't until 2017. It wasn't until this year that I actually started that. I didn't actually know that. Oh yeah, because it was January when I uploaded the first Lego Star Wars one, and that was the first gameplay video I did. And I've done quite a few since then. And I think I've said about this in a couple of podcasts before. I've still got a bunch like recorded already and ready to be put into videos. Because yeah, I did 2 Lego Star Wars ones. What else did I do? I did Little Big Planet, and I will get back to Little Big Planet next year. Hopefully, I'll get them going more frequently, because I don't want it to be like a whole year before I get to do your requests. If you remember that, I did Ratchet and Clank, didn't I? That was a really fun video. I've never played Ratchet and Clank. That was really fun video to make. I really want to do more of those, not just playing more Ratchet and Clank, although I do want to play more Ratchet and Clank, but I want to do more videos like that, like, because I think that style of editing, it works really well, and it's really fun to do, and it works much better when it's like a solo Let's Play than if it's with me and Jen, because if it's with me and Jen, like, I can edit it to a degree, but it's kind of, you know, there's still the background noise. The audio isn't great because we're both on separate sides of the microphone, so that it kind of sounds a little different in each earphone, or in each speaker, or whatever you're doing, whatever you're using. So, you know, those ones are still fun because they're still really fun to do, and we have a lot of fun doing them, and, you know, we say some really stupid stuff and it's funny, and it works really well for video. But I think the solo ones, it works much better if the editing is really fast paced and there's a lot more focus on editing than there is about, like, the humor coming directly from me, because, to be honest, I don't think I'm a particularly funny person just by myself. If it's with me and Jen, then yeah, we can create the humor ourselves, and that kind of becomes the main focus of the video. But if it's just me, then the humor of the video, I think, more or less comes from the editing. And the Ratchet and Clank video I think it turned out really well, and a lot of people really liked it, so I want to do more stuff like that. And of course, we played the Insane Trilogy. We played through Crash 1. We have played through most of Crash 2, and that's saved on the computer. That's ready to be put into a video next year. We've also played some more LEGO Star Wars. We played through all of Episode 5, so I can do 2 more LEGO Star Wars videos. Probably those are going to be the next videos out on this channel. They're probably going to be in January when I get those done. And we also played some of the Simpsons game. Just a little bit of the Simpsons game. I don't know if we're actually going to go back to that, but that was kind of fun. I don't think it was great, but I think it might make a good video if I can put a bit more effort in the editing and make it funny that way.
I was thinking just to do like a few random videos, you know, not like full professional looking Let's Plays or anything like that. I mean, maybe I could get to that point eventually, but I want to do some videos on Crash to Insanity and Spyro 2, and just do some like glitch videos, because I found so many glitches. If anyone who's played Crash to Insanity knows that game is full to the brim with glitches. And Spyro 2's got a lot of glitches as well. Not that you really encounter while just playing through the game normally, but it's definitely the glitchiest game out of the original Spyro trilogy. So yeah, I'll just do a couple of videos on them. Maybe I'll do like a playthrough of another game. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was one. That was something I didn't mention. Crash to Insanity. That's another thing that I've got a bunch of stuff recorded for another abusing the glitch video. I think I might kind of change the style, because last time I did it kind of a bit like a Let's Play, where I just kind of experimented with the glitches as I was Let's Playing it. I think I'm going to change the style of it and kind of make it more like a commentary that I do afterwards, after I've got the footage, because I don't sorry, I don't think it was very entertaining. Although a lot of people did like the Battle for Bikini Bottom abusing the glitch video, and I like that I kind of did a little gimmick with it with the True Arceus and stuff like that. But I think for the Crash to Insanity one, I'll probably do it in a slightly different style, and any future ones I might do in that style too. It depends on what works. I mean, ultimately, this is basically how I work with my videos. I try things, and I try things in slightly different ways, and then whichever one works the best, then I'll probably stick to that style. And I guess that applies to most people, doesn't it? That's just kind of how you live your life. I'm interested to hear on what I say about this, about Ripto's Races 2.
And Ripto's Races 2, that's been put off till next year, because it's going to take a long time. I know it is. And that's going to be the 10k sub special, in case I haven't said that already.
Yep.
Which I probably have.
Obviously, Ripto's Races 2 isn't
Well,
going
it'll be
to be called
called
Ripto's Races 2,
yeah.
because it probably have nothing to do with Ripto. It's going to be on Spyro 3, but it's going to be a sort of related sequel.
No, it had a bit to do with Ripto. No, it wasn't called Ripto's Races 2, it was called Ripto's Regicide, and I took ages thinking of that name, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to explain it in this video, but I think sometime, maybe in a podcast I do next year or something like that, I'll go over it. I guess the development process for Ripto's Races 2, because it changed a hell of a lot. Like when I first planned it, and it kept changing over and over again. And this was well before I even decided it was going to be a collab. And then even when it was a collab, I still had ideas that I kept going over and redoing and changing and stuff like that. And I think the end product really worked, and I'm glad that so many people liked it. And I'm glad that there were so many great entries, and I'm really I loved them all. They were all really great. And well, it was just a crazy development cycle, I guess, for that video. It just changed so much. In fact, I think at one point it was going to be called Ripto's Resurrection Redemption, because it was actually going to be focusing on the fact that Ripto was coming back to life, which I just completely skimmed over in the final thing because I thought it was just a funny joke. It's just like, okay, who cares? Who cares why he came back? He's just back. It's Christmas.
I'm really looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah, me too.
Really,
Me too.
Really in the festive spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas.
I mean, it's okay if you're not.
I am too.
Whether you want to be or not, but I really
No, it's not okay. Be festive.
Be happy and merry. This is ridiculous. Why am I doing this?
Goodbye. Goodbye, me.
Goodbye.
Click.
Clicky click click
Click. Click. Click.
click.
See, I'm still cool.
Yeah.
I didn't do everything I planned to do this year, but I did follow through on one promise, and that was just to do a lot more variety.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I did, and I plan to do a lot more next year. So I think it was a good year. I mean, I know it's not actually over yet, but I think it was good. Now I'm just going to go quickly over, because I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to quickly go over what I basically have planned for 2017.
Okay, here we go.
I don't feel like I've been doing enough, because I've got so much planned, and it just suddenly...
Yeah, I think I remember feeling like that. Like 2016, it started off really good. Like there was Mash Bandicoot, and there was Mash Bandicoot 2, and there was Five Nights at Foster's, and then it kind of just slowed down near the end of the year, and there was like barely anything at the end of the year. This year, I think it's been pretty consistently, you know, I think it's been pretty consistent all the way through. I think I uploaded 70 videos this year, which is a ridiculous amount of videos. There was like the Madagascar YTP at the start, and then there was the Tennis Round 3, and then there was just a few things in the middle. Like there was some collab entries, the Shrek collab, the Pixar collab. There was a few other things. There was the Tuffy video. Then there was there was some gaming videos as well. And then near the end of the year, it kind of built up again, and I did two pretty big videos. I did the Spyro Roast video, and I did the Spyro collab. And I'm glad that I got all of that done over the course of 2017. It's pretty very productive year for me, I think. I'm still I'm not really annoyed. I just kind of it feels weird. Like last year, I did a lot of pouting, I guess, and moaning about things that really weren't problems, and I don't know why I was doing that. I mean, I suppose I did it a little bit the year before as well, but this year, I mean, I haven't really bothered with that at all. I've just kind of accepted that things are the way they are, and I'm still going through and I'm making videos bigger and better than I ever have.
I'm going to spend the entire rest of this month doing as much as I can, ready for next year.
Yeah, maybe I should still do that, because I guess after the collab I was just kind of thinking, okay, let's just take a break for this last month. Let's just sit down and celebrate Christmas. But I have been super bored these past couple days because I've had nothing to do. So I'm glad that I'm now recording this, and I now have this video to work on. And then once I've done that, I'll probably start working on Lego Star Wars or something like that. Or maybe I'll start working on the Tennis Round 5. Who knows? I'm hoping to get a video about Loco Roco done next year. That's one of the main things I really want to do. Because, not just because I really want to talk about Loco Roco, because I flipping love Loco Roco, but because I actually have a really interesting idea for that video particularly. Particularly, that is a word. Yeah, particularly, that is a word. I have a really interesting idea for that. It is kind of going to be just a sort of like I guess kind of like a gaming video, but it's going to be more like, I guess, a review of Loco Roco. But I've got kind of a kind of cool gimmick for it. Let's just say that. I don't want to reveal too much, but I think it's kind of interesting.
Basically, it's not going to be an animation.
But it's kind of weird that I've just like had these ideas, and they've just been in the back of my mind for literal years, and I still haven't started them yet.
Dibdee. If you
Dibdee.
don't know what Dibdee is, I talked about it quite a bit in the 2-year celebration video.
Yeah.
It was basically an animation that I did that is still up on YouTube. If you type in Dibdee.
Oh, I so want to get back to Dibdee. So much, definitely.
I got a Mr. Men game, Worms, Scare Island, the 2 Rugrats PS1 games.
I haven't done any of
besides
these.
Reptar Studio Tour. I think I might do more cam comps, but make them shorter, basically, because
I haven't done any cam comps. I think I kind of gave up on that idea based on the reception that it got, because I think the first cam comp is probably one of my lowest viewed videos ever, and you know, I get the message. People don't care, and I'm okay with that. To be honest, I didn't really like making that video anyway. If I can think of a new and interesting way to do that, then I will, but I don't want to do the same thing. I was thinking about this before as well, and I think I don't think I'm going to do cam comps anymore, but I think because there was a video I did a couple of years ago that was just called Seagulls, and that was basically just some footage of seagulls that I just edited together in kind of a funny way. And I liked that. It was really short. It was like under 10 seconds, but I really liked making that video. And I was thinking if I get any footage similar to that, I don't mean more footage of seagulls, although I have got a lot of footage of seagulls. But if I just have like a short clip that I thought, let's just make this into a really short, funny video, then I'll do that. I probably won't do like big compilations and stuff anymore, though.
There's a video I want to do talking
what
about
that is.
the Crash Bandicoot original trilogy, which I think now is probably the best time to make that video because they're remaking the trilogy.
And I did it.
Misadventures of Dingodile. That's something that I've had planned for a long time.
And what do you know? I put that in the original trilogy video. And I will do more Misadventures of Dingodile. I think I'm going to kind of place them into other videos. I won't like upload them. Maybe if I do like if I've done a certain amount of them, then I'll upload like a full, you know, every episode individually thing.
Ripto's Races 2. That's definitely coming next year.
Oh, it nearly wasn't.
Actually, YouTube. I didn't really talk that much about YouTube poops because I've only really got those 3 planned: Madagascar, Tennis Round 3, and Ripto's Races 2.
Oh.
Other than that, I don't.
And what do you know? Those were pretty much the only YouTubers I did upload last year, apart from the couple of collab entries. Oh, and I did the Chunky Mart one. But that was about it.
It might be a bit big of me to say this, but I honestly think 2017 will be my year. That's my year.
I don't know what to say to that. I definitely wouldn't call it my year now that the year's over, or anything like that, but I definitely think I followed through with that. I definitely think I was much more productive this year, and essentially, I think that was my New Year's resolution. I think last year that was my New Year's resolution to stop wasting days doing nothing and be more productive, and I did that, and I did it, and I followed through all the way through. And I still will for the last couple of weeks of this year. I will work on videos for next year. And that is it. My New Year's resolution followed all the way through the year.
2017.
Yeah.
2017.
2017.
Come on.
Yeah, it
Do
was.
some stuff, you idiot.
I did.
Stop wasting time.
I have.
Shouting at myself. Goodbye. I will see you in the new year. 2017.
Ah. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't fulfill some promises. There were some things that I said I'd do and I didn't do. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. And I'm probably going to promise some things for next year. And I'm going to end up not getting them done. But in terms of the main thing I said was that I'd be more productive and get a lot more done. I completely knocked that out of the park. Yes, I did. 100%. I was way more productive this year, and I'm so happy with how the year has gone. What an amazing year. How awesome is that? There's not much left to say. I just kind of said it all in there. 2017 was a great year. was awesome. I did so much stuff, and I think I've already gone over this many times. In fact, I did in the podcast I did on August 1st, which was just like for the 3-year anniversary. I kind of went over the things I'd done this year so far. And I will do another video where I go more in depth about the development of Ripto's Regicide, because that's an interesting story. And you know, I've just got a couple other things that I want to do next year. Like I've said, I want to do some animation. Definitely want to get into some animation next year. I did, you know, a little bit this year, but not very much. I want to do some actual animations, some short animations, but you know, a fairly good number over the course of 2018. I want to, you know, do some more gaming videos. I'm going to try and do some more solo ones, like I did the Ratchet & Clank. I'm going to get back to Ratchet & Clank, play some more of that, but I want to play some other games as well. And then there's some other stuff that we've already recorded with me and Jen, some more LEGO Star Wars, some Simpsons game, some more Crash Insane Trilogy, and just a few other things that I've already said about before. And yeah, basically, I think mainly last year I just planned to do all the things that I didn't get done the year before. And I didn't really follow through with that, I guess. There's still a lot of stuff that I've had planned for so long, and I still haven't actually gotten around to doing it. And I can't promise that I'm going to do it next year either. Ultimately, I'm just going to do the stuff that I'm more motivated to do. But I'm going to try and... I think essentially the main thing I'm going to try and do next year is I'm going to do more shorter videos. Not like really short videos, but like I don't want to do like huge projects, you know, like over 12-minute ones. I don't know if I'm going to actually do any YouTube poops that are like over the 12-minute mark. I don't really have any planned. In fact, let me just have a look, see if I have any like YouTube poops planned. I mean, I guess in general, I don't really have any more big projects planned. In terms of YouTube poops, I don't have much planned apart from maybe a Winnie the Pooh one, maybe a Stephen Fry one, and obviously Tennis Round 5. That's going to be the first YouTube poop you see next year. Hopefully I'm going to get that done. I mean, it depends on what I work on for the rest of this month, but it might be like January, February. I don't really know what else, to be honest. This is going to be kind of a weird one to watch back next year, in what 2019 will bring. If I do one of these again next year and I watch back this, then it's going to be interesting to hear me say these words that I don't have anything planned. I don't have really anything planned next year, apart from a couple small things. So it's just going to be... I don't know what to expect. So that's really all I can say. But I hope you all had a great Christmas. No, I hope you all have a great Christmas. Unless you are watching this after Christmas, which is possible, I suppose. But I'm guessing this is the kind of video that most people are going to watch in the first few days that it's out and then not come back to it later or anything like that. Unless you're me from next year. But I guess that's all I really have to say. Have a great Christmas and Happy New Year, and I hope that you enjoy 2018. 2018! 2018! Yeah! 2018! You can tell I'm not as pumped because I don't really know what to expect, but 2018. Let's go head first and just do whatever the hell. Thank you for watching. Camera's frozen. Why is the camera frozen?